How's it going, guys? Welcome back to MorrowMakers. We're a few videos deep now, and I realize that I haven't properly introduced myself. My name is Brandon. I'm married. I have 2 wonderful children. I've spent the last decade of my life in the corporate world. After leaving at the end of last year, I decided it's time to stop making a bunch of money for somebody else and focus on what I like to do. So here we are, doing some printing, drawing, maybe a little bit of animation. There's really just not enough time in the day to cover all the stuff that I'd like to get to. In any case, enough about me. Let's get into today's figure. I am once again asking for your support. For Lucas Perez Studios, the creator of this fantastic Gohan model. I'll have a link to their Patreon down in the description. Make sure you go and check them out. My son and I are currently watching Dragon Ball Z Kai. We just started the Cell Saga. I cannot wait for him to experience what is peak Gohan. Yes, I said it. He's almost at the exact age that I started watching Dragon Ball Z back on Toonami all those years ago. So it's been super fun to watch his reaction to the stuff that blew my mind as a kid. All right. On to painting. So got a little ahead of myself here and added some red undertones before doing the highlights. So had to make a quick correction, but this one's pretty simple. Using some Vallejo red and blue for the undertones. Then we will top coat that with Vallejo skin tone, basic skin tone that is. And follow that up with Pan Flesh from Pro Acryl. It was a similar mix that I used on my Majin Vegeta model, and I think it looks perfect for these particular Dragon Ball Z figures. Using some liquid mask to cover the face here prior to spraying the hair. For the hair, I just used 2 different yellows, regular yellow from Vallejo, and then a darker, I believe, yellow ochre color for the shadows. For the eyes, I am using an enamel white. The enamel and thinners do not mix with the acrylic base, so you can use the thinner to make corrections or fix mistakes without damaging the base coat. Unless you really go ham on it, obviously you can kind of rub through. But once that's done, I switch back to a green acrylic for the iris. This method makes the eyes much easier because each step does not affect the previous layer. So you can really make a mess of it and still be able to fix it. Obviously, I don't make these kinds of mistakes anymore, so I don't have to do this. This is purely for demonstration purposes. Yeah, let's go with that. And lastly, I cover the eyes with some UV resin for a nice glossy shine. For the clothes, just doing a simple dry brushing here works exceedingly well on these models because there's so much detail added into the clothes. It's really incredible. One of the most important steps, in my opinion, is the weathering and battle damage. Here I'm starting off with an overall brown oil wash. This works as the base and also helps tie the whole model together since there's a nice unifying texture across all the parts of it. For the battle damage specifically, start with a black oil paint here, create some scratches and smudges. I then use a red over the top for some bruising and a little bit of blood. To make the actual blood effects, I mix UV resin with a little bit of alcohol ink to the desired color. Then I thin it down slightly with some IPA. My favorite brush for this is actually a happy little accident. Took one that had some hardened epoxy already in it, cut a pretty steep angle into the bristles. Now it's just stiff enough for fine application, but also has a little bit of give. It works perfect for fine details like this. So that might be pro tip number 7. Make the most out of the junk you have lying around. The base is just several layers of dry brushing. Here I'm using just 3 different shades of brown. Once that's done, I will go back and use that same brown oil wash that I used on the rest of the model. That way there's some good continuity between the base and the figure itself. And with this, the painting is done. Now let's put this thing together. And there we are, another one down. I believe the next model I'm going to tackle will be Perfect Cell. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. You can check out one of my other videos on the screen here somewhere. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next one.